Okay, today on a horror reaction, we're gonna watch a short horror film called Frances. It's an animated film, a CGI animated short. So I really don't know what to expect by this. I picked this because it's different from all the other videos I've done. So let me stop talking about it and let's get into this episode called Frances. CG Bros. Starts off in a little town. Okay. Frances.
When I was a kid in the suburbs of Chicago, adventure meant Quetico Provincial Park, up on the border of Minnesota and Canada. The name implies the place was small, but Quetico is a 1,000,000-acre nature preserve, so big you could go days and days without seeing another soul. We would go on camping trips up there, weeks of canoeing and portaging, seeing bears and moose and deer, sleeping under star-soaked skies. The park was isolated and so pristine, you could actually drink the water straight from the lakes. But I won't be going back to Quetico anytime soon.
Why?
Not after what happened to a girl named Frances Brandywine. Frances was 17 at the time, black-haired and with a reckless nature, determined always to leave the well-trod path, to break new ground and be alone.
Women.
A few years ago, Frances was up in Quetico with
They
her
never
family.
survive in horror stories.
They were in a remote part of the park, camped on the shore of one of the
sometimes.
deeper lakes, a lonely body of water carved millions of years ago by a passing glacier. The deep part of this particular lake was rumored to be about 300 feet.
Whoa.
One night after her family went to bed, Frances took the rowboat out, planning to find a quiet spot in the middle of the lake, lay on the bench of the boat, look up at the sky, and maybe write in her journal. So she left the shore, rowed for about 20 minutes, and when she felt satisfied that she was over the lake's deepest spot, she lay down on the bench and looked up at the night sky. The stars were very bright, and the aurora borealis was shimmering like a neon lasso. She was feeling very peaceful. Then she
And what
heard something
happened?
strange. It was like a knock. She sat up, guessing that the boat had drifted to shore and run aground, but she looked around the boat and she was still a half a mile from shore. She leaned
That's
over the
weird.
side to see if she'd hit anything, but she saw nothing. No log, no rocks. She lay back down. She told herself it could be any number of things: a fish, a turtle, a stick that had drifted under the boat. She relaxed again and soon fell into a contented reverie. She had just closed her eyes when she heard another knock. This time it was louder, a crisp, like the sound of someone
That's
knocking hard on
weird.
a wooden door.
That's creepy.
Except this knocking was coming from the bottom of the boat. Now she was scared. She leaned over the side again. It had to be an animal. But what kind of animal would knock like that? 3 quick, loud knocks in rapid succession?
Fuck
Her
that.
mouth went dry. She held on to each side of the boat, and now she could only wait to see if it happened again. The silence stretched out. A few minutes passed, and just as she began to think she'd imagined it all, the knocks came again, but this time louder. She had to leave. She lunged for the oars. She got them in place and began rowing. The water was very calm, so she should have made quick progress. But after rowing feverishly, she looked around, and she realized that she wasn't moving at all. Something was keeping her exactly where she was. Again, she tried rowing. She rowed and rowed on the verge of tears, but she went nowhere. She stopped. She was
Swim.
exhausted. Her heavy breathing filled the air. She cried. She sobbed. But soon she calmed herself again, and the boat was silent again for 10 minutes. Then 20. Again, she tricked herself into thinking she'd imagined it all. But just like before, just when she was beginning to get a grip on herself, the knocking came again, this time as loud as a bass drum. The floorboards of the boat shook with each knock. Now she was so shaken she started making questionable decisions. The first was to lower one of the oars into the black water, trying to feel if there was some landmass, even some creature she could touch. As soon as the oar broke the water's surface, though, she felt a strong, silent tug at the other end, and the oar was pulled under. She screamed, she jumped back, and now she had no options.
You just should have stayed
All
by
she
the
could do was
fire.
sit and hope and wait. Wait for the morning to come. Wait for whatever was going to happen to happen. The knocking went on through the night. She passed the time writing in her notebook. And it's only because of this notebook that we know what happened that night. Frances can't tell us. She was never seen again. The boat was found on shore the next day, empty but for the journal. On those pages were her frantic jottings, all written in her distinctive handwriting, all but the last page. When the journal was found, that page was still wet, and on it were 4 words, looking as if they'd been written quickly with a muddy finger. They said, "I did knock first."
I did not first. 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 Is that like a trick? I did not first. I did not first. I did not first. If I keep saying it, will it make sense? I did not first. I did not first. Like common courtesy? Like I knocked first? So you should have left when I knocked first, right? Since you stayed, I killed you? This is puzzling, man. Alright. I did knock first. Okay. That was a good story. That was like a campfire story. My cats are playing by the door right now. That's what that sound was. It scared me every time they do that. This was a good animation, CGI animation story, and it kind of had me on edge a little bit because it kind of makes you want to know what happened to this girl, and you don't really know. So I figured she wrote so much, and at the end was the monster that wrote. So maybe she tried to swim to shore or something. I don't know. Anything ate her? Possibly? I don't know. Well, in all, this is a good story. They got a lot of animation movies on their YouTube channel, so the link to their YouTube channel is below. Comment, like. You can find my Grave Life channel, my vlog channel, in the descriptions below also. I want to appreciate you guys for watching this. Give me, if you guys had any suggestions on videos you want me to watch, let me know in the comments too. I'm scouring the internet for videos. So if there's something you guys want me to react to or watch, let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe. Follow me on Twitter and on Facebook possibly. If you're into that thing, you probably find that on this channel or on A Grave Life. Check out A Grave Life. Other than that, thanks for watching, guys. And I'll be back on Friday for Cringe. Another Cringe video on Friday. So, coming out for that. Alright, see you guys. Still waiting on that slogan from you guys, so let me know what you guys decide. Comment below for a new slogan for my horror reaction channel. Alright, I will see you guys later. Have a nice Wednesday and Thursday. I'll see you Friday. Bye, guys.